Do you know there's just 307 more days till Christmas, 22 more days to my birthday, which is also happens to be the start of spring break, and 89 more days till school is out? Hi, my name is Clay Brumler of the Hyattville 4-H Club, and today I'm going to tell you about my favorite countdown. My family and I raise show lambs. We have 40 head of black-faced ewes, and this is my 5th year in the sheep project. We breed our ewes during August and September. My favorite countdown is that time between breeding and arrival of new babies, also known as gestation. Gestation for a sheep is 142 to 152 days. This range of days is due to differences in breeds, maturity rates, and number and size of babies. For our black-faced ewes, we calculate 145 days. In easy Jethro math, that is 1 week short of 5 months. So you can quickly calculate that a ewe you see breed on August 20th should have a baby on September, October, November, December, January 20th. Last 7 days would be January 13th. That would be the day we record in our records. There are numerous gestation calculators you can find on the internet too. Here's one we like to use because it is based on 145 days, which is what we feel is most appropriate for our flock. I provide you a copy as my poster may be a little difficult to see. Let's check and see how close our Jethro math was. Go to the data service column, find August 20th, then in the column next to it is the Watch for Lambs date. It says January 12th, so our estimate was almost perfect. If anyone here would like a copy of this gestation calculator to take home, I have placed some extra copies by the door. You may be wondering, how do we know when each ewe is bred? We use a marking harness like this one on each of our rams. Marking harnesses are available in 2 or 3 sizes to accommodate for the various breeds of sheep. Marking crayons are manufactured in different degrees of hardness. Marking crayons are temperature sensitive, and the proper crayon should be selected for the expected weather conditions during breeding season. Hard crayons are for weather of 85 degrees and above. Medium crayons are for mild weather of 60 degrees to 85 degrees, and soft crayons are for cool weather breeding when the temperature is less than 60 degrees. We always use hard crayons as we are breeding during the month of August. The crown is placed here, and this strap goes around the barrel of the ram, while these 2 straps come up the chest to hold the crown in proper place. When the ram mounts the ewe, it leaves a mark. We record these marks each day so that we are able to estimate when babies should arrive. We change the crown color every 13 days. The estrus, or heat cycle, in a ewe is said to be 13 to 19 days. So if we change the color every 13 days, we are able to tell if a ewe marks again or if she passes over, which should mean she is bred. We like to use marking harnesses for several reasons. 1, being able to tell when babies will be born can be a lifesaver, especially in cold weather like we have had. 2, being able to tell if ewes are bred or open. Those ewes that continually cycle but never conceive can be cold, saving on feed costs for an unproductive ewe. And 3, if all the ewes recycle, then you know there is a ram fertility issue, which is a major issue. Here's what it looks like during lambing season. We list the ewe number, which buck they are bred to, when we expect them to lamb, and they are sorted into due date order. If we happen to miss recording a ewe's mark, as we did with the 2 ewe this year, we list her first, so we know to always be checking for visual signs. The first time we would notice would be her udder beginning to fill with milk. When the ewe becomes closer to lambing, the udder may become firm and the teats may begin to fill with milk. At this point, she would be moved into the ready-to-lamb pen. Once the ewe is in the ready to lamb pen, signs that would indicate lambs will be here soon would be hollowed flank area, the ewe becomes sunken in front of the hip bones, skipping a meal. Sheep are one of the animals that will eat themselves to death. So when a sheep doesn't want to eat, you know there's something going on. And restlessness. A ewe will separate herself from the others, paw at the ground, lay down, get up, and make bleating sounds as talking to her babies. So now that we have lambs on the ground, let's check and see how close our 145 estimate was. As you can see, the results greatly vary. Some were exact, as with 35 and 16. 19 actually went a few days early, and most are within 5 days of their day. But if you notice 37, she went 20 days later than what we had expected. This would indicate that she probably marked again and we just missed it. If we use our 13-day rule, she actually went a full cycle past than what we had projected. If you are thinking 145 is my favorite number, you would be mostly right. But today, my favorite number is 32 and 149. 32 baby lambs on the ground and 149 days till County Fair. Does anyone have any questions?
What's the biggest thing that you've learned, with working with your flock, and what's the most responsibility that you have?
I think the biggest thing I've learned is how to tell when lambs are close to being born, because you can tell obviously, and the part I think I have a lot of responsibility is when I go out and check the barn, I get if I see a ewe starting to think about having a baby, I would probably stay out there or go get help.
Do you see this being a future where you can start raising on your own and raising club lambs and selling club lambs to other juniors like yourself when you're older?
Yeah, I hope so.
Good deal, good deal. Nice job.
Thank you.
Would you take a picture with him in front of that poster, because I can't not shake my head.